day 2, right? I don't know if I'm going to continue to say what day it is because that could get depressing if it goes too long. But here we are with our workout for today. Just like we are going to do every single day, even when we reopen, we're going to set our intentions with 10 belly breaths, right? So if you go back and you watch day 1, we talk about what that belly breath is. The best way for me to do my belly breaths is coming down into that laying position and then really just getting comfortable in through the nose. Remember, as I breathe in, I'm going to fill all the way to the diaphragm and push out the sides. My belly should rise and my back should fall. From there, we breathe out. So just 10 intentional breaths in. I won't make you watch all the way through belly breathing like I did yesterday. So you're going to start with 10 belly breaths. We do this for a lot of different reasons, but the number one reason we're doing it is that in this fight and flight response and stress and unknown, we want to find a little bit of intention before we start working out and moving our bodies. It helps us connect with our central nervous system and kind of calming that down, right? We all need a little bit more of that in our lives right now. Once we've done 10 belly breaths, we're going to come into 3 different movements for 30-second intervals. One is that jumping jack for 30 seconds. The second one is going to be our air squat. So with our air squat, we're going to have our heels outside of our hips. Weight's going to stay rooted in our heels. From there, we're going to look to keep the chest nice and tall, getting the hip to crease the knee, coming back to that full standing position. Again, coming down, hip creasing knee, all the way up. We are more concerned with getting good, solid range of motion reps than we are about a ton of volume, right? This is the warm-up, and we're just trying to get some blood flow and some heat in the body. The third movement is going to be the mountain climber. Excuse me. So we're going to come into the top of a plank position. So wrist, elbow, shoulder are going to stack. From there, we're going to bring knee towards the elbow, staying nice and flat for 30 seconds. We're going to do that for 3 rounds before we move on. Now, you should see a link below under the Oli section for our split jerk video that we also took, but I didn't want to make this a forever long video, so that's its own video for our split jerk work. We're going to try and continue through our Olympic lifting progression that we've been doing so that we can hit the ground running when we come back. Now, the workout of the day, I'm going to grab a couple of equipment. Hold, please. So my goal in creating these videos is less to provide you options if you have a nice home gym and a ton of equipment at home, but more so if you don't. So I will use folding chairs. I'm also going to just go and grab a dumbbell. All right. So let's see, that gives me pretty much everything I'm going to need for today. Our single leg deadlift. In this case, I have a dumbbell in my hand. We're going to have one leg off of the ground, so it's 12 total reps. And let me back up a little bit. 12 total reps, which means 6 per side. We're going to come in, we're going to balance on one leg, opposite leg will come off of the ground. From here, I'm going to look to come down. If I can make it all the way and touch the ground and come back up without the opposite leg touching the ground. If I don't happen to have any home gym equipment, I can certainly work my balance unloaded, coming down, touch, and up. If I don't feel like 6 is enough per side, I can always double that and make it 12 per side. So that's the single leg deadlift. We then switch legs. You'll probably find that one is better or worse than the other. That's pretty common. We're then gonna do a 20-second support fold. Now in this case, I just got 2 folding chairs here. I'm gonna come in, hands on the edges of both, and I'm gonna support my own body weight. Now, we all should have 2 chairs. Hopefully we have 2 chairs in our home that will work. I could use the edge of my couch and my coffee table, just something that allows us to come in and have to support our weight for 20 seconds without the assistance of the ground. From there, we're gonna do 1-minute jump rope. Again, if we just don't have equipment, this becomes a 1-minute jumping in place, which seems ridiculous, but it actually is quite challenging. Because for me, right, I do a lot of double unders, and if I do 1 minute of double unders, there's gonna be some mistakes in there, so I get a break. With 1 minute without a rope, I can't really justify rest. So that 1 minute in place, if you wanna do the arms, you can. I don't have the most supportive bra on right now, so I can do this to make myself a little more comfortable for that 1 minute of jumping in place. We can then use our handy chairs or tables if we need to for working on our pistols. So we're gonna come in 12 pistols, which is a single leg squat. I physically don't have them back yet. I just don't work on them hard enough since my knee surgery a couple of years ago. So let's talk about our progressions for the pistols. Our first progression for the pistols would be both feet together, coming down, getting the hip to crease the knee, coming to a full stand. Even that, you can see there's a little weeble wobble. The next progression would be our foot slightly back, so kind of lunge position type, coming down, hip creasing knee, and up. If we can do that, right, we want to test it on both sides. My left knee is a little bit swollen right now, but still works. The last one is going to be tucking our foot behind. So both feet are off the ground. I'm going to think about my laces should pull against my Achilles or the back of the calf, right? That's easier for people to understand than the Achilles. From here, again, I'm going to get hip to crease the knee, back to that full standing position. We also can use one of our chairs or couch that we have out to come down. Opposite foot should stay off of the ground that whole time for our pistols. And then we've got a 200-meter run in there. We understand that whether, it may or may not rain today, 200 meters, when we talk about distances, go 3 driveways down, come 3 driveways back is gonna be good enough, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't feel like running today, if you've got a rower at home or a bike at home, awesome, put that in. If you want, just drop it off, right? But we're gonna do that for 4 total rounds. So that's our workout today. Lots of moving parts, which is kind of fun, right? Now, our finisher. I know you thought you were done. You are not. It's gonna be 50 good mornings. With the good morning, heels are gonna be underneath the hips, so that nice neutral position. Hips gonna go back, chest is gonna come forward. We wanna try and get shoulders parallel to the floor. We're then gonna squeeze through the glute and the hamstring to stand back up. I am doing these unloaded right now, so I never know right awkwardly what to do with my hands. So I'm gonna hold them at my chest. Hips are gonna go back and through. Really try and do these with some set of paying attention to where you're pulling versus just hinging at the waist. And then we're gonna combine that with shoulder taps. So the shoulder tap is gonna be in that planked position. 50 shoulder taps coming across. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have that kind of nice rhythm there. So 50 good mornings, 50 shoulder taps. Yeah, that's it. Have fun, guys.